We are in a special plot for us. It's our Vosne-Romanée Premier Cru au Regnault. So if you look back, we are at the center of Vosne-Romanée, overlooking all the Grand Crus of the appellation. It's a vineyard we have never been able to mechanize. We have always worked it by hand or by horse. And it's the first vineyard where I started to experiment my practices. No trimming, then tall palissage. Then when we started to practice regenerative farming and not work the soil, it was the first one. With these layers of grass, the sun doesn't hit directly the soil. So if we have a heat wave, a drought, the grass will dry out, but it will protect the soil. If you take the temperature of this soil during a heat wave and the one from one of our neighbors who works the soil and has a naked soil, it's about 18 different Celsius degrees. So you evaporate less water, so your vineyards struggle less. And because of the grass competition, they already from the first end have to go deeper into the soil with their roots. So they already naturally fight better against drought, but you have to be ready to produce less, to work way more manually. Nothing is mechanized anymore, only the spraying. The rest is done by hand. We have started to increase the proportion of ceramic into the wines. The ceramic is a way for me to translate what we can see here. If we go to other plots today, they all have different stage of growth. This is one of the most advanced one. They all have different kind of grass growing, different insects, species developing. So the ceramic is completely neutral. And for me, we produce 16 different wines. We have 52 plots. In Burgundy, you want to feel something different with each wine from each producer. I don't want them to be different because of us, because of the work we do with the team. They have to be different because of what they are, where they're from. And for me, the ceramic is the good tool to let the wines be themselves. When I started to do no trimming, I quickly realized that to do no trimming on low pillars with normal wires like you can see below us was a nightmare. So as there was no mechanization, I was like, why not to take up the pillars? The problem is that at the time it was almost impossible to find tall pillars because it was not the use here. So I had to make a special order. We installed them, so it was tall pillars with wires at the time. And we saw the vineyard really quickly adapted itself and developed way more. When you don't trim, the vineyard has more self-defense. And in our case, with this internode getting longer and the leaves getting bigger and there's less in between leaf, you have less vegetation in fact per square meter. So you have more air, more wind, more light circulating, so you have natural ways to fight against mildew and odium. I'd say these vines are about 100 years old. They have never been prettier. Since I work at the domain, every year we have transitioned to that. They get more and more beautiful, they get more and more vigor, they are more consistent in terms of yield, they are more self-resistant against disease, mildew, odium, against heat wave. We have a style which is becoming very unique in the way nobody in the region works like we do all together. Tall palissage, no tilling, no trimming, regenerative farming, organic, biodynamics and 100% ceramic, no oak at all. I think we are the only ones at the moment. And even more on a larger scale, to have high density Pinot Noir at 10,000 vines per hectare, to manage it this way and everything, I think we're the only one for the moment. It's the beginning of something new.